Back to Sadness Universe. I need to find punch cards for Evelyn. And I guess also everything else that's going on. Where's my car? I think that's my... Oop, that's my inventory. Oh, it's like wrapped all the way around. Yeah, I saw the icon on the map. But I'm like, that's not nearby. So I'm so used to stuff being... along the same edge. The layout's a bit diffy around here. Did somebody order 50 cc's of atmosphere? I think that would kill someone, because the implication of that sentence is that you would inject air into their vein. It's not what I was going for, but pretty sure that's what those words would mean, technically. I'm glad at the implication that this game must have done well enough to inspire this update to happen. I guess I don't have to reach that far because there's literally a sequel DLC thing, so I guess, yeah, this game must have done alright. That's nice. Definitely keeping an eye out for punch cards and any of the little floating heads I can see on the map. I guess dudes and ladies have different icons. At first I thought the ladies might be me. They kind of look like me. So I thought they were like an icon saying I can do something. Gang member.
Hey, come here a minute.
Why?
We want to talk to you.
So talk.
What do you do?
Delivery driver?
You're Cloudpunk, right? So you must be thinking you're pretty badass.
If you say so.
Why you be nice to her? She delivers to the spire. She don't respect us.
Show me something to respect then.
You're sassy, acting like you weren't afraid of us.
I ain't.
She don't know who she's talking to, Razor. She don't know how you got that name.
Razor, are you a shaving robot?
You don't gotta take that from her type, Razor. You gotta do something.
Nah, I like her. She's got a big mouth like me.
So you're both part of Block 40, right?
You heard of us?
I heard there's an android gang I should avoid.
That's good advice. You don't want to get in our way.
Why do you get such a bad reputation?
We do a lot of things we ain't supposed to.
Robbing people?
Nah, much worse.
Urban renewal, bitch. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? Urban renewal?
Yeah, community projects. Planting gardens on corporate waste ground. Turning old factories into playgrounds. Real hardcore shit.
I mean, no, I don't get it at all.
There ain't nothing in Nivalis that will get you in more trouble than fucking with corporate property. We would be safer if we were straight murdering fools.
Well, good luck, I guess. That sounds like a worthwhile thing for a gang to do. I just figured gangs in Nivalis were a bit more...
You assumed wrong, but that's alright. We ain't surprised they talk shit about us.
Well, I won't. I hope you two never get caught.
Fuck yeah. You was right, Razor. She's all right.
You stay loose, Cloudpunk. We see you later.
Urban renewal, bitch. Turning old factories into playgrounds and things. It's just sweet. Or play steel parts. What is set up? Is that a punch card? Keeping an eye out for whatever I can find. There we go. I got your back, Evelyn. I'll check every platform. Within a reasonable walking distance. I don't have your back that bad. I gotta pay rent. Granted, I don't think rent is a mechanic yet. Probably because that would enable the idea of being able to fail. Which would kind of be a mess. It's just implied that I'm paying rent with whatever I'm doing.
We have his package, but will Lomo think we are undercover corpsec? We don't look like undercover corpsec.
What would undercover corpsec look like, Camus?
I guess maybe like us. We have to act natural, not suspicious.
Exactly.
It is hard to act not suspicious when you are worried about being killed.
You know what else doesn't help?
Talking too much?
You're learning fast, Camus.
We need to act natural. Unfortunately, I am entirely unnatural. So that's a concern that we need to worry about. Just Camus, just don't talk. Just don't. We're gonna get in trouble. Why is this part not got a road? There's like gaps between them, and there's roads on the map. Like the city grid is visible. But you don't get the speed boost of the blue. If anyone's wondering, we've definitely passed the let's try by now, so I have no idea what's happening. I think I pretty much stopped at the bomb. Not gonna lie, I kind of missed the talking though. If you would like to go back to talking too much, please, Camus. Sometimes they talk for a while before they give me an objective direction, so then I'm like, but you could be talking while I'm driving. If you then are quiet when I'm driving later because you ran out of stuff to talk about, I'm bummed out because you waited too long into the conversation just to set me on my way. That's 2 punch cards. She's gonna be fixed up in no time or have a sad ending. Probably. The 3 punch cards? I am a good friend. And a neighbor. Is the spinning that helpful? Hex modules. The spinning strikes me as ill-advised. Merchant. I think I'm gonna stop selling stuff until I have more reason to sell stuff, just because it's backfired once already. Is that floor drugs? Drugs on floor? No, it's a drugs person, isn't it? A drugman. I wasn't expecting an ocarina. That's not a punch card. This is an ocarina. My mom played one like this when I was young. I guess someone lost it. It's dirty, but I think it still works. Bloody androids. That's not nice, big narco.
You from the east, lady? You're good, but no corp sec. Got it?
Juice! Liquid Sun and Dermis. Juice, a golden brown high with a steady come down. Everyone knows juice is a legal stimulant until the drug company failed to pay their kickback to Corpsec. Liquid Sun, liquor, when nothing else helps. Dermis, replicating self-administering dermis, skin cells for androids. These are expensive and highly sought after by those who want to pass for human.
Thanks.
You folks from the east are good with me, but no sec.
I sneak over here, I can get an item, it looks like. There's something very goofy about all the little avatars where they all look like the... Oh yeah, she looks like the icon that I see everywhere. All the more reason why I think that. What the... Look at this googly eyes snakeman. There's a hologram over it. Grow Uno Club? Look at this goofy art. Okay. Electronics, just as a general concept. Cables, wires, printed circuit boards. Could be junk, could be some sliver of valuable metal. Maybe I can sell this to a vendor.
Star Coffee is the only canned coffee with creamy, authentic, milk-inspired
Not getting across that. Not without flying. That is an abyss.
Kick the brain clouds away.
But the old little avatars mostly resemble the face reveal of Tally from Mass Effect 3, where they look like stock photos that someone then like put like stuff on the face of, like in this case like little chunks of like circuit board and stuff. But because they all look like that, it's like kind of endearing. It's just kind of goofy. Like, we gotta make it look sci-fi. I know, we'll just take faces and draw on them. But the protagonist's face is definitely just drawn from scratch. It's a trading card. Wow, gold series. This one's pretty rare. Wonder if Joe liked the picture they use on this card. This might be from a few years back. He looks so much younger. The bouncer.
Who are you?
I'm here to deliver a package.
Sure you are. Fuck off.
Look, I need to get past. They're expecting me in the VIP area upstairs.
Make it worth my while.
How? I don't have much money.
I don't want money. Get me some juice.
Juice?
Tramadol bottles. Corpsec aren't allowed to hold them. So if you bring me some, I know you ain't a cop and I can sell them.
Okay, there's an immediate payoff for the drug dude right over here. Big narco.
You from the east, lady?
There's some juice.
Thanks.
You folks from the east are good.
Already heard that. Okay. Why are you shaped like... He's so short and wide. How did you be that? How did this happen?
I brought your juice.
All right, go ahead.
That's good enough for him, apparently. Check out this interior. Is it still raining inside? Oh yeah, I guess it's not an interior, is it? It's just got a lot of lights and stuff hanging, but it's not actually a ceiling. It's like a frame. Can I get over there? This is quite a game to play immediately after Umurangi Generation. Like visually. I've seen memory chips before. There are... Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna say this. I was about to say the similar vibes. They're literally both cyberpunk.
I'm the delivery driver. I have your package.
You're not Carmine. He used to run my packages.
He retired.
Retired, eh? You know who I am, driver.
Lomo?
That's right. You bring me packages. No questions. No mistakes. We'll be friends. If you let me down, probably not.
I understand.
What's your name?
Rania.
Well, Rania, I have some advice for you. You want to hear it?
Sure.
You got a don't fuck with me look on your face. But those are some clean hands. In the city, you've got to adapt quick. All the shit in the world ends up in the sea. But we still swim in it. If you dilute anything enough, it becomes tolerable. You hear what I'm saying?
Not really.
The city moves real fast, and you got to move with it. You make a million choices a day to survive in Nivalis. And some of those choices are gonna hurt folks. You ain't got time to think about that. You just keep moving. Understand?
I think so.
All right. Get going then, Rania. Kora willing, we might just make it through the night.
It's apparently so widely accepted that I might not survive one day on the job.
Offers the best in camera-defying subdermal face
Art.
obfuscation technology. Janice, get your business face on.
How did I get here? Shit. Oh, here we go. That's probably the door. Gotta keep track of how I got around here. Like a slug?
Camus, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Camus, people keep mentioning Kora. What is it?
Not sure. Just an expression?
Yeah, I get that, but it must come from somewhere. Do a basic search through Open Web and PubWeb.
Searching. 872 different definitions for Kora.
Just give me the gist.
In the city of Nivalis, Kora can be used in common parlance to refer to the personification of luck or fate. Can be uttered as a blessing or a curse. Can refer to the hacker collective or cult of the same name. Can be an expletive or used as a noun to refer to the AI governing specific aspects of logistics, theology, sociology, or infrastructure of city operation. In historical context, can refer to the...
Okay, that's plenty. You know, you really need to learn a bit about the word relevance, Chemist.
Should I look it up? Wait, we have an incoming call.
Get you there. Ready for another job?
Sure thing. Hey, Control, what is Kora?
Kora, a code word used by hackers, an anarchist group, an expression for when you're tired of shit. Why do you ask?
It doesn't matter. Just give me my next job.
You're delivering to an unsanctioned street race, so watch out for CorpSec. Pick up a drive converter from Emmett's garage. Your delivery target is Never Slow Joe. Control out.
Camus, are you there?
Here?
Camus, I want you to do a deep search for Kora. Not mainstream corp networks. Hit the deep net and the undernet.
Is it important?
I don't know. I see it everywhere, and there was something about Control's reaction. It means something to him.
Won't we get in trouble? Oh, my head. I don't feel good.
You don't have a head, Chemist. You're running on a low clock speed processor, so that's why you're struggling. Take yourself offline while you do the search. I'll be okay without you for a while. You need to swim. You remember how to do that? You need to copy yourself into the other networks and travel upstream.
I remember.
You're looking for Kora, remember? I want old data. Where did the name come from? That's your focus.
I will try. Going now.
Camus Automata now offline.
No, she's back. I don't mind staring off into a cityscape to let a call play out, but then I do, obviously, like, that was supposed to last, like, the ride I was going on. So it's a little awkward when I want to talk to a character I see along the way.
You met him yet?
Who do you mean?
Rubric.
We're not best friends. Why?
He took my place. I was Lomo's #1 hacker.
What happened?
There were lines I wouldn't cross.
So you're an ethical hacker?
You say that like it's an oxymoron.
I guess it's not. I've known hackers who were good people, I guess.
You want some free advice? Stay away from Rubric. Lomo will use you to get what he wants, but Rubric will be the one that cuts your future short.
That's what happened to you?
Not yet. He'll get me one day.
I hope not.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, she was a bit off point to say that about hackers, just because, like, there obviously are self-serving hackers that are in it to make money and to, like, steal data and then ransom it or sell it or something. But there's, like, a whole history of, like, activism there, as far as I know. All the more so in the cyberpunk setting. That's, like, the point of hackers in the cyberpunk setting. It's activism and causes. And corporate sabotage. Which is also especially good in the cyberpunk setting. I feel like I saw more punch cards on the map there until I landed and then couldn't find them all or something. Yeah, I only found 2 and I thought I saw 3. Don't know. So far it seems very safe, not to mention manageable, to just fly at ground level. Not really the ground, but the bottom of this area. But I don't seem to actually have any competition for things to crash into, besides very rarely a really, really big vehicle is slowly moving down here. Which probably means that what I'm doing right now is a breach of etiquette, or something. But I'm chill with that. Are they telling me I'm getting $50 every time I discover a new region? Because I think that's what they're telling me. Kind of realize, like, I don't think that's, like, the rent or anything. Oh. I'm already pretty close. One of these spots. Do I pull into one of these guys? I don't think I do. No. There we go. Hello, Emmett. Hello, cargo bot. Buy order. Bulk order are now available.
I'm here to collect a driver converter.
Drive converter?
Sure.
You don't know what it is, do you?
Nope.
It regulates the hydraulic output of the water tanks. It wears out fast, but without it, you got no grav lift. The sump builds up residue from the runoff because we got no clean water down here no more. Only the fancy overcloud hovas can run without a drive converter because they use pure H2O. You're not listening, are you?
I think they need this pretty quickly.
You're right, they do. You better get going.
What do they do with it when they get it?
They don't mess around with it. That's the main thing they do, or don't do. Once they stick the drive converter in the universal maintenance slot under the passenger seat, the servitors will fit it in on the fly. Unless they've got an old manual, in which case, you know what? Never mind. I know you're not interested. I'll let you go. See you around, kid.
Listen, like, I'm not trying to get on you, but, like, I don't understand what you're saying, and it's very technical, and also I don't feel like it. Say there's a vehicle unlock? Do I talk to you for that? I do. Fix all damages to my vehicle. Speed booster. Reduce the vapor in the drive shaft so fast that the orgon instantly vaporizes. Press A to activate while driving. A red tracer unit of the HOVA ionizes the HOVA exhaust to produce a red contrail. The racers always go for red. The yellow tracer for the HOVA. The color reminds me of the sunrise back home. Is there purple? Where's purple? Retro antenna. This looks like what they used in ancient times when antennas were actually needed. Purely cosmetic. I'm gonna get, obviously, the speed booster. Let's find out how dangerous this is to use. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna boost. Oh, it's going. Oh, it's going. Oh, there it is. I think that's the boost. It's like a, I think it's the circle around. Yeah. Is that the cooldown or how long it lasts? It seemed to recharge immediately, which is a little confusing. Yep. I gotta go up.
Where is Never Slow Joe? Are you part of the race? I've got a drive converter for him.
They went already. I'm the start line.
Can I head them off?
I'm really just here to wave them off, miss.
Damn it. Control, are you on the comm? What do I do? The race has already started.
I'm here. Joe won't get far without that part. I'm giving you a nav point. Seems like he might have broken down already.
Seriously?
You have to complete this job. Remember what we told you when you signed up? No failures. Without that part, he's not even going to be able to land safely. So get to him as fast as you can.
I'm not much of a racer. I'll try.
You can do this, kid. Remember, straight roads are for fast cars, but the city is for fast drivers.
Our boy's in danger. Can I find him? Oh. The verticality. Nope, he's even higher. Whoops. Who's this person, though? Oh, it's Tico.
Hey, Tico, right? Did you have any luck finding...
Nari? No, I don't know what to do.
When did you last see her?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Months? Years? You don't know? So where did you last see her?
Back in Tokyo, during the Sakura, we had a picnic in the park.
Tokyo? Sorry, I don't know the city very well. Is that below Midtown?
It is a different city.
You mean like a different district?
When I last saw her, it was not in Nivalis.
Sorry, Tico, I think you might be getting confused. There is only Nivalis. Everything west is just townships and settlements. There are no more cities. This is it.
We grew up together. I've known her since I was 13.
Tico, that must have been a very long time ago.
I don't really understand when people talk like that.
You don't understand what? Time?
When people say the feelings are from long ago, they don't change. The people you cared about when you were young, have those feelings gone away?
I guess not, but some of them aren't around to love anymore.
I don't understand. We sat under the cherry blossoms. She ate fresh strawberries, and we watched the sun rise together every day through the summer. Then one day the sun rose, and it was too bright, far too bright. Her family said they would have to move away.
I think your memories go back very far, Tico.
Nari and I grew up together. Even after the big sunrise when she moved away, all I wanted was to see her again. When she left, it was like I didn't exist anymore. When she moved to Tokyo, we would see each other less and less often. Then, one day, it is not fair.
I moved here from far away too. I know how you feel.
Are you alone here too?
Not quite. I have one friend, maybe two.
I have to keep looking for Nari. She might be looking for me too.
Where will you go next?
I have heard people live in the thermal vents where they use the steam to stay alive. I will look for Nari there. She always liked the bathhouses.
That sounds like a good plan.
Do you think the vents will be like the bathhouses back in our village?
I don't think so, Tico. But you never know.
Oh boy. He's a very old AI then. He's been either he's been around that long or he somehow incorporated an old personality or memory. Oh, it's because these aren't old punch cards. They just look like them on the map. Rare video game tape. Can I actually play it then? Where was it? There it is. I think this is some kind of ancient storage medium. The front cover has some guys in old-fashioned clothes fighting each other. It's pretty well preserved. Maybe some collector threw it out by mistake. I'm starting to think that everything in this universe is magically waterproof, because this is astonishing. Yeah, this was not the right platform, but it was worth stopping by for that. Those details. Oh, here it is. So Tico doesn't understand the passage of time. Oh, the top snake crying. That's a train. I'm gonna die. Never slow Joe. Could you have stopped somewhere that has a parking lot? Dude? Oh. No, I was correct. Ah, that's where the train is. I'm gonna die. I was correct to stop over here. I need to find an elevator to get to Never Slow Joe. Making my job hard. Oh, that's a punch card, I think. The blue, I think I might be looking at the blue ones sometimes and mixing them up. But I can't see it. Might be upstairs. That's, yeah. That's what those little, like, military-looking symbols look like, the arrows. They're all indicating floor differences. So I'm pretty sure he lost this race. Probably should have gotten this part a bit more ahead of when he tried. That's some next level procrastination. Nope. Wondering if I could read it. But it's not even in the same language. You look like a Star Wars pilot.
Are you never slow, Joe?
No, I am currently very slow, Joe. You got my converter?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cloudpunk. I'm gonna give you this old one. It's busted, but if you get it back to Emmett, he can fix it up and sell it on for a good handful of limbs.
These converters are worth a lot of money?
They sure are. I owe Emmett, so you make sure it gets back to him safe, you hear? Without the trade-in value in that busted converter, I wouldn't be able to afford this repair. My racing days would be over. Early retirement. I'd go mad.
I'll get it back to Emmett.
Thanks, Cloudpunk. Yeah, I can't believe you drive around the city in that piece of junk. You're braver than me, kid. What do they call you?
Rania.
That's no good.
My name's no good? What do you suggest?
On the run, Rania. What do you think?
I like it.
All right, on the run, Rania. I gotta go. I've got a race to win. I'll see you around.
No, it's actually really awkward to say, as it turns out. But I appreciate the effort. These goofy little creatures on the walls. Do not stop. Walk directly through this wall. Cave it in with your skull.
I am back.
Did you hear all of that?
On the run, Rania? I don't like it.
He's a racer, not a poet, Camus.
Are you going to take the old part back to the mechanic man?
I'm not sure. If I sold it, I'd make a lot of limbs quick.
Won't you get in trouble?
I don't think so. The races are illegal and dangerous. Joe is an old man. Maybe it would be safer if he retired. If I give this part back to Emmett to settle his old debts, he'll keep racing.
So, are you going to sell the part at some other mechanic man? Or take it to the Mr. Emmett mechanic man?
No, another choice. It would be helpful, but it's also just very dishonest. And it's probably not our place to choose for him when he retires. He probably very much likes what he does. But there's also a lot of people just trying to wring the goodwill out of me and try to tell me that the right thing to do is to fuck with people, basically. I found all sorts of items around here. Just see if we can get back now. All the way back to my car. The Striding Paradise. Umibozu Resort. Now on V-Space, which I assume is virtual space, which is like AI. Snake. Yeah, I'll take it, damn it. I'm not a dick. Definitely a lower stakes choice than the bomb was, but still. Overshot a bit by hitting the boost. We're fine. We are fine. Everything is fine. We're good.
Hi, Emmett. Joe said to give this to you.
Joe's near as old as me. Can't believe he's still racing.
He said this clears his debt?
Close enough. He doesn't win many races these days. 14th place doesn't award a lot of prize money.
So he won't need to retire.
Soon, but not today. This wipes the slate for me. I'll fix up his hova when he comes in again.
That's good, I guess. See you later, Emmett.
Will Joe keep racing?
I guess that's up to him.
It is. That's exactly who's it up to.